Friday, everyone. We made it through another week. This was a long week, but we come today with our guest, Miss Metchi from Blueprint Live.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We got through another Friday.
Yes. You would have made it. Okay. Straight up.
Yeah, how was your week? How was your week?
My week was really exciting. It was very busy, productive. We interviewed 112 yesterday, and we had my girl Ayana from Sweet Tooth Pastries. I got to taste some really good cheesecake on air, and all of her food was delicious. So, that mixed with a little bit of everything else, it was a good week.
Nice. That sounds like a fantastic week.
Well, fantastic.
Awesome. How was everyone else's week? I just feel like this week been long. Like I feel like this year is just taking its time.
It's creeping by very slowly, but it is making an impact. I'll say that.
Yeah, most definitely. Maybe we all need time to just slow down.
Yeah. I'm like, another furlough. Like, what are we thinking?
Yeah, as I was telling you on text, I scheduled to get my hair braided, and she had to postpone it. And yeah,
doing that. They keep doing stuff like that.
So
last minute.
Yeah, it was, but I mean, to her defense, I just reached out to see when she could do my hair, and she was like, "Oh, I could do it today," but then she realized she couldn't.
Yeah.
So she kind of penciled me in, and then found out she couldn't. So,
I know.
My mom says her week was busy and productive.
Hi, Mama. So look, you better relax this weekend. Kick them feet up.
Yeah. Well, tell them a little bit about yourself before we get into the show.
Well, she said it already. I'm Miss Metchi. I'm a media personality. I'm the owner of the Blueprint Media Company, where I specialize in marketing and promotions for small businesses, artists, anyone that needs to be highlighted and showcased for the good things that they're doing within their community and just in their space, their industry. And I'm also the owner of Lavish Looks by Miss Metchi. That is my exclusive sunglasses collection. Very soon, we're going to be opening up to the men so that they'll be able to have their lavish looks as well. And, I'm here. Thank you so much, Renita, for having me. And that's just a little bit about me.
Cool. A little bit. You do a lot.
Oh, my goodness.
You also do voiceovers. Don't forget about that.
Yes, I do voiceovers. I grew up thinking my voice was weird, and here it is. It's not. So I'm enjoying that. So yeah, if you're in need of a voiceover, I make commercials and just do different things to definitely advertise. So yeah, reach out.
All right, cool beans. All right, well, let's get into this show. I don't want to hold everyone too long today, so let's get started. The first segment that we do is called Kiwi Re. Metchi? Yeah, I'll just call you Metchi. Yeah. Kiwi Re. And pretty much it's just it's kind of like a what would you do? So okay. My nickname. Some people call me Riri. So instead of doing Kiki with Riri, I just did Kiwi Re.
Okay.
All right. Let's get into it. All right. So let's do the first one. My mom says, "Nice to meet you." Yes, Black women, we rock. We definitely do.
Nice to meet you too. Yes, we do. That is a statement in itself.
Right. So this is a pretty long one, but I thought it was good. So she said, "My boyfriend lied to me and sent my nudes to his friends." So for some context, my boyfriend and I are approaching our 2-year anniversary. We currently live together while I'm finishing up my degree and he's working toward his. Overall, the relationship is fine, but recently I had some doubts of infidelity that prompted me to snoop through his phone. His most social media and likes were all clear, and I was at ease until I discovered something else in his chat with his friend. Scrolling through the pictures they shared in the chat, I came across nude pictures of myself, and I had sent to him while we were doing long distance. He had promised me that nobody else was seeing these. pictures but him, and I made it clear when I shared these pictures that they are not to be seen by anyone else. He has a good history of being honest with me, so I felt I don't have nothing to worry about until I discovered my new photos were being shared without my consent or knowledge. I felt sick to the stomach, angry, disappointed, numb all at once because I was in disbelief that my own partner would betray my trust like this. I don't know how to approach him about this because I did snoop through his phone without his consent. I don't want to appear like a hypocrite and say he violated my trust when I violated his privacy. I have a hard time hiding my emotions, so he's been asking me what's wrong all day, and all I want to do is blow up on him, but I know a more firm, calm conversation will be more productive. I just don't know how to go about sitting him down and bringing it up. What do you think?
I mean, I have my thoughts.
What are they?
I mean, this is the thing. Yes, they both violated each other to a certain extent, but his violation is a little bit more detrimental than her going through his phone. So I think that she's going to have to bite the bullet and say, hey, I know that you did this, because technically he did his wrongdoing before her. And I'm petty like that. That's what I would argue, as far as like, if that was my dude, I'd be like, look, you kind of violated me first. So yeah, I found out what happened in the dark come to light, period. And
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Why you got my news out there? That's bogus.
Right. And he could come back, well, why are you looking through my phone?
I mean, he could, and that would be a valid concern that I would address with him only after he addressed the fact that he put my nudes out there. So it's like, hey, I'm willing to talk about whatever you feel like is a violation to you, but let's go ahead and talk about what happened first. You put my nudes out there.
Right.
So that's personally how I would handle it. Like, this is, I say it a lot of the times on my show, Renita, I don't allow myself to be in the gray area with any relationship or close acquaintance that I have. You know what I'm saying? So if I question, or if I feel like you've done something, or I have actual proof that you've done some wrongdoing by me, I have a right to myself to bring that up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just told my friend, I said, I don't set myself on fire anymore to keep other people warm. So she shouldn't sit with the feelings of being sick to her stomach and angry and disappointed, as she just said in her own words. She shouldn't spend her time with that without at least addressing what's going on.
Yeah. I think she just don't want to approach it from a crazy girlfriend perspective, but on the other hand, he was out of hand.
Absolutely.
Right. So Jermaine says that's why you don't send them. How many years this been going on? I don't know. She didn't specify how many years it was going on.
We've been together for 2 years. So if she was long distance from him at any point in their relationship, it happened within those 2 years.
Right. And it seemed like it was more than one, which makes it worse. My mom said, well, he broke that promise, snooping through the phone and posting new pictures are 360 degrees apart.
I agree.
Yeah. So, hey, Ash. Hey, Jermaine. Welcome. Everybody saying, hey, Ash. Jermaine said, don't trust no damn body.
I agree, Jermaine. That was something so sensitive. Like, if you, like, my whole thing is, if my phone was to be leaked right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll probably see like weird pictures of me like over my phone. Like, what am I doing? Why do I look so ugly right now? But I don't have no shame in what it is that I have in my phone, because I'm not keeping stuff in there that could put me in a bad spot. You know what I'm saying? So, she shouldn't have sent them. If you didn't want someone else to possibly see them, you shouldn't have took them.
So you've never sent sketchy pictures to your husband?
I mean, I have. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. When you're with somebody, you trust them enough to respect you.
Yeah. I mean, my whole thing is like, okay, they've been together for that long. The pictures haven't gotten out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I would like to see the context around the pictures too, because some dudes like to show off. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not justified, but that's what they like to do. So I want to know the context around it. Why? What was your why for doing it?
Right. And call me a prude, but I was dating this dude like years ago, and I had a picture in my apartment, and then it was missing. He took the picture and took it home with him. And I'm like, why would you do that without asking me? Well, it's not like it's an inappropriate picture, but it's my picture in my house. You know, so I can only imagine how violated she felt naked. I was fully clothed and was like, "What? Why would you do that?"
Like, what? I mean, I don't know. I mean, he could have just asked, like, "Hey, I want to put this picture up of you in my place," you know, and it not have been weird.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, I was upset about that too. I can only imagine. I'm like, what?
Girl, I mean, you
looking at me.
Oops upside your head, okay?
Hey, Cindy. You don't put your face. Jermaine just say don't do it at all, right? Neither. I agree. Shouldn't have sent husband in long distance relationship, not to be compared. That's true. So he stole a picture. Yeah, that's insane. And he said, well, I was just trying to show you off. And I'm like, okay.
Like, dude, you didn't want to take a photo with me, like on a cell phone. You took a physical photo. What's
right? I'm just happy it was a physical photo. It wasn't in the days of social media. Like social media wasn't popping like that. Okay. So I'm just like, okay.
I was gonna say, I'm like, Chad, you better make sure he ain't made you no voodoo doll or something. You know, people they crazy out here.
Well, we fell out. We never recovered because I was really mad.
Okay, now that's something we'll have to talk about off air. I'd love to hear more about that.
Well, before we go to the next keyword read, let's shoot a commercial. No better than doing lavish looks by Miss Metchi.
Yay!
Yay! So this is why her face looks familiar to everyone.
Thank you. I love that. That song get me hyped too. I'm like,
I know.
I love it. Top lavish looks, y'all.
Hey, Alexia, and don't forget, go to Miss Metchi. Lavish Looks by MissMetchi.com.
You can go to MissMetchi.com and learn more about me and shop lavish looks. It's all under one roof.
Awesome. No one can plug you like you. Hi, Alexia. How are you doing? That's stealing. Don't steal a picture, man. He stole a picture. Yeah. Wait a minute. Love those lavish looks. Hey, Cindy, go to MissMetchi.com.
Thank you.
Love them. We'll have to order and put my prescription in. Yeah, my mom buys sunglasses and put her prescriptions in.
Absolutely, yes. I got y'all. We coming with some heat in this spring and summer. It's on and popping. So y'all come shop with me.
Okay, I'm putting her MissMetchi.com. I'm putting it in the comments for everyone. So check her out. And she got a bomb about website. Don't even let me get into that because we'll talk about that for the whole show. Yeah. Let's do the next keyword read. And this one was pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting.
Okay.
Is it ever okay to share your salary? So she says, I'm an architect and I've been working as an independent contractor at a company for about 7 months. I love the place and my boss has assured me that I will receive a full-time offer at the end of the next quarter. Meanwhile, I want to be prepared for negotiations. I'm pretty tight with my colleagues. So can I ask what their salaries are?
Hell no. No.
What world do people live in where they think that's okay? That's not okay.
I mean, you know what? Okay, I will say this. I've had healthy conversations, healthy salary-based conversations. But no, I don't think that she should go and ask them outright how much do they make. I think that if there's someone that she trusts and someone that's a good advisor to her, she can maybe ask what are healthy salary ranges for what it is that she's doing and maybe have the conversation like that. But to outright ask, that's rude.
Yeah, like how much you get paid. And Cindy said it's not part of this planet. They're not part of this planet. And I have another weird story. I fell out. I think I'm the problem, but I fell out with a friend.
The problem.
I fell out with a friend because she wanted to know my salary and I wouldn't tell her.
Wait, this is a real fallout? This is not a joke? This is not a drill?
No, this is a true story. She asked me how much did I get paid.
Your friend weird.
I mean, it was an ex-coworker. We haven't talked in a long time, but yeah, it was somebody I work with and a friend. We ain't never been the same after that.
She weird.
I'm trying to think I'm the problem. That's two stories back to back.
No, I think so. Well, I mean, this is the thing. It's like if she couldn't respect the fact that you setting a healthy boundary of saying this is not something I like to discuss with you in detail, it wasn't really your loss.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Right?
So that's when I realized that that's just not okay. No one's ever asked me that I worked with. So I'm like, that's just it's just not okay. Yeah, that was during my 20s. I came across a lot of interesting people.
I've been, I mean, I can say that during my time, especially when I was in commercial real estate, I did, I mean, I'm still in there, but when I first started, after I started to get some type of tenure within that field, I was able to advise people that I personally helped bring into the company that I used to work for, as far as what they should ask for. So I was able to have that conversation with them. Again, you got to go to somebody that you can kind of have those open conversations with. And I didn't share how much I made, but I was able to share with them what is how they need to approach their negotiation.
Right.
Yeah. It's a way to have the conversation without just being rude about the approach.
Right. And then getting mad. I mean, I reserve the right to not share that information.
Yeah. I would backdoor it, and I would just say, hey, if it's somebody, sit them down, take them out to lunch or coffee, your coworkers, and you know how to pull at their heartstrings and just say, hey, I'm about to take this position, what would be like a healthy salary range that I could ask for in my negotiations? I've been independent, so I'm not really sure what are the industry standards. Or she could go and ask for what resources do they look at to keep up with the current trends. That's how I do it.
Right. You're so proper. I was just like, no. I'm not here to teach lessons. I'm not an educator. I'm not.
This thing we got to empower and encourage and uplift our community. Even the ones we was talking about ignorance last night, was we not?
Yes.
We were talking about being ignorant. So if you can encourage somebody and help them to make better decisions, you've done your part as far as giving back.
That's true. That's true. I was in my 20s. I might have handled it better today, but I did not handle it great back then.
No, I wouldn't have talked to that girl either.
Yeah. So I mean, we squared it up, but like I said, it wasn't the same. She could have looked that up. She said she just looked it up for proper etiquette. Like, I'm not here to educate you. Google it.
I would be like, you know what? I think that you should go on Glassdoor.com. And I think that you should, limit this, like, so if it's Chicago or wherever area you're from, look at those trends. I think that you'll get a good picture of what you should be looking for. So I would personally redirect them to find the resources themselves, but I wouldn't deny them knowing the actual resources of how they could get that information.
Okay. I learned to take that approach. Some people just don't know. And Cindy agreed with you. She said, yes, we do, Metchi. I've seen many of our people really have patience with our people, especially now, right? Because how can you know how can you learn? How can you know if you don't learn or nobody tell you?
I look, I know it slipped away from me that fast, but what field was she in? Did it say engineering or
an architect?
An architect. Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what color she is or whatever the case is, but it ain't a lot of us
that do stuff like that,
so it's like, okay, let's help our sis out. Sis is one of she one of the only ones doing her thing in that field. Let's uplift sis.
Right, exactly. So we're gonna go into a commercial, and then we're gonna go into a segment, and I'll explain it after the commercial.
Cool. Bye, y'all.
Right. So that was She Slayed. Yeah, so she it's SheSlayedLingerie.com. You can reach out to her, look at all of her products. Also, she is doing a giveaway, which I just said, and she's looking for people to submit self-love stories. And I guess the best story will win a free piece of lingerie.
Get it.
Yes, and I'm going to put this in. There we go. She Slayed Lingerie. If you want to check her out, yes.
Maybe I'm trying to win that piece, that garment that was in the middle. That's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah, she got some really nice, like, sexy pieces, but I didn't want to get kicked off for nudity, so.
Girl, you know how they like to act. They be like, yeah, there's pornography on there.
Right. When people literally be naked, like, especially when you look at the Busted Challenge and the Silhouette Challenge,
I'm like, y'all fools been got naked.
And then I'll show a business and they like, nope, that's inappropriate though.
Right. They like, take it down, take it, report.
Right. My mom said, I always say, how can you learn if you haven't been taught? That's correct, Mom. What kind of self-love? Hey, Lisa,
I'm like, what story does she want me to tell to her?
Like, okay, say for instance, at one point, maybe you had low self-esteem, low confidence, and something happened in your life that changed that. Like, you transitioned from having low confidence to high confidence. There's something that have helps you to love yourself better than you did yesterday.
That's not the type of self-love I was thinking about with that sexy commercial you just put on.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
Keep it PG, you guys. I'm not going to say anything else, but I know some of my ladies caught my drift there. Lisa, do you feel me?
I think she did. It went over my head.
Yeah, I'm like, what kind of self-love do you want us to? I'm like, she's trying to get her Zane books going. Okay, she's like, y'all better come through.
Maybe I should change the wording. I didn't think of that.
I mean, lingerie, and then how do you self-love? What's your best story? I'm like, I lit a candle. I mean, what do you want me to include on this self-love thing that I'm sending?
Okay.
Sorry, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be inappropriate on the Be Your Own Kind. We're not doing that.
No, we cool. It went on everything. That went over my head. I'm thinking like, oh yeah, loving yourself.
Right. Everybody like loving myself.
Right, loving yourself. How though? So the next segment is called "What's the 411?" Basically, we're just going over some stuff that's happened this week that were, I don't know, serious, bizarre, whatever. But we're gonna get into it.
A crunchy week.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute! It's so crunchy that I pressed the wrong button.
I got it going on.
All right. Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah.
Lisa said, "Me either, girl." So everybody was trying to figure it out.
We here. We trying to see what type of self-love they talking about.
Her man said we keeps it real.
Yes, that is it.
Yeah, we pretty transparent.
Absolutely. I love it.
So I don't know if you saw this week, Metchi, but the rapper Little Uzi Vert
I don't even want to see it.
has a $24 million diamond forehead piercing.
It looks off irritating.
And he said that beauty is pain. That was his and I'm gonna show you actually the Instagram, because in this article, I mean, I read through this to try to find his reason, but there was absolutely nothing that made that make sense. So let me show you what it looks like. I mean, if you have $24 million, I guess, you know.
$24 million.
So this is what it looks like, everyone. Sometimes you have to put $24 million in the middle of your forehead.
I mean, I guess they say it ain't tricking if you got it.
It just looks painful, and now he's gonna like have a big hole in the middle of his forehead.
I don't understand it. Let me take a sip of my wine, honey. This is too much to digest.
So at first I wasn't even gonna talk about this, but I'm like, no, I can't let it go. Like, I kept thinking about it.
So the picture that I saw of him, Renita, was before the diamond was actually implanted into his head.
What is it, like a big hole?
It is, and it's like, you know how somebody busted to the white meat. You ever did that to yourself, fell, or got a little scrape or something, and it went down to the. That's what it looked like. It looked like something that you would see on a cartoon on Cartoon Network after 9 p.m. I can't.
Why does he have matching jewelry though? He got the ear. Did you see he showed the earrings and the ring? He got a set.
There's so much that he could have done with that. It doesn't even look like it cost $24 million. I mean, I
feel like he could have went to the beauty supply store and just
honey, he could have went to the little thing at the grocery store and got one of the little things out of the rings that they put in there and put that in his head, because that's what it looked like.
They say his net worth is estimated to be around $16 million, right? So if you are net worth,
it ain't no way.
Yeah, $16 million. So I think when we get $16 million, we may have the inkling to pierce our forehead.
No, you gotta include yourself in that. I can't do that. Nah, if I get that amount of money, I'm not gonna. 24 million, girl. I walk past so many homeless people and stuff sometimes when I go to work. I would be trying to build them little communities or something. I'm like, think about the people. $24 million. I could see if it was $2.4 million. I'll be like, all right, if you want to get a diamond implant in your head, that's stupid, but you could do it.
If you want.
But 24 million?
Mom said, I still don't get it. Even with the drugs, can we say wasteful? He got that from his daughter toy box or something.
Before they close.
He dazzled his forehead. But Kristen, you make a point. Now, speaking of icy, that's the next subject. So we all know that Beyonce started Ivy Park and she was sending boxes to everyone. And then Cardi had her shoes and now she started the boxes too. Okay. And then Tiana Taylor was sending out boxes. So Beyonce was like, you know what? I'm going to take it to the next level and I am going to send you my product in an ice cube. I kid you not.
What?
Yes.
What?
So check this out.
Way different. B sent me the shoes, the new Icy Park collection in ice. Y'all is not doing that for real though. Shout out to Queen B, baby. Icy Park does it way different. B sent me the shoes, the new Icy Park collection in ice. Y'all is not doing that for real though. Shout out to Queen B, baby. Icy Park does it.
Why you take a sip of wine? So this is what it looks like when it melts.
Oh, so you have to wait until it melts to get your shoes out. Yeah. Oh wow, that's even more crazy. Oh.
This week has been bananas.
Girl, what is wrong with them? Jeez.
That's why I said this week has been super crazy.
I'm concerned for the water that's being lost. I'm like, it's gonna be a fight for water one day, y'all. Baby.
Well, Beyonce say everybody crept in her style. She had to do something different.
Child, she could have sent some water to Flint, Michigan. They still need the water down there. There's still a water crisis going. Y'all using it to get in the shoes. And yeah, what you gonna do after? What you do with your shoe box when you take your shoes out?
You throw it away.
Exactly.
Cindy said so much more he could do for our community, a little Uzi. Right, yeah. Right. Help the community, help your family, help Ghostbusters, but not a jewel in the middle of your head. I mean, if you can send shoes and ice,
solve these crimes that they say that they can't solve, help them. That's
right.
You could have did that.
My sister wants an ice box. She said an ice cube, the ice gonna melt and the clothes gonna be wet, girl.
What's protecting my shoe? I don't want a soggy shoe. I didn't purchase the
Well, it's in an actual box, but then they put the box in ice.
So I want to know, has anyone busted it open with a hammer? Or like, what are we doing to get that?
I mean, this person waited for it to melt. And Jermaine raised a good point. He said, I feel some kind of way about this boxing stuff for celebrities only. Right. Send it to your fans. The people who can't actually afford it. But then I think she does it, for exposure, because if you put it on somebody that got like 1 million followers, everybody's gonna see, her products. So it's a promotional thing, but it would be nice to send some to fans as well.
Because who was the young lady that posted that video?
It's
Ivy Park does it way different.
Keisha Page.
The shoes.
Okay, and I think she's a fan.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I was like,
Yeah, Cash Page. That don't sound like anybody I know. So ridiculous. Shade. Right, Jermaine. Like, get our addresses and send us one. I would love some shoes and some ice.
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't be saying nothing if it was at my house. Yeah, I wouldn't need to see it.
Why are people just throwing money out the window like the dummy in the car commercial? Well, you know what? Beyonce is a philanthropist. Like, she does things. She just helped people get what she gave $5,000 to families that were in foreclosure, maybe like a month ago.
Nobody can take away from the good that she does within the community.
Right.
Nobody will ever be able to say that about Beyonce ever. So,
yeah.
I think so. Let me rephrase what I said. Someone like Beyonce could do an ice box like that.
Right.
Everybody can't do an ice box like that.
No one else should do an ice box.
They shouldn't. And we don't want any other materials. We don't want y'all to try. Like, I sent y'all a rubber box. You can go and put it on your car and drive off. I don't want no more extra stuff. Give me my stuff in a regular recyclable box.
Recyclable box. Good for the environment. The more you know.
A little triangle. I recycle around here.
Right. So before we get into the next What's the 411, we're going to do another commercial. All right, Creations by Sandra. She has, as promised, released her Etsy shop. So if you want to get her digital images, go to her Etsy store. I do not have that link by heart. Let me get to it. So what you can use those for is you can frame them. You can laminate them. Like, she has like one for remote learning. So if you want to put a sign on the door for remote learning, you're in class right now, kids. So
I need one that a sign to go on my door, like for when I'm in here in the studio, like, shh, don't come up in here.
She can actually make you one.
All right, Sandra, I'll be reaching out to you, ma'am.
Yeah, she can definitely make you one.
I need to take back up off my door.
So I put her link into the comments. Jermaine says, J-Lo sending beauty mini fridges with her beauty products to celebs. What? I messaged her beauty company today to see if I can get one, or is it just for celebs? They referred me to the website. What? No.
They like, no beauty fridge for you. You have to go. You sell it on Amazon. You won't have to go. That's bogus.
That is. Oh no. You can buy it.
Crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Give it to the fans. And then the other day, she was singing "America the Beautiful." Now we can't get a fridge about you.
I need a fridge, and I want the products inside cold. I want them to be the temperature that you said they was gonna be.
Or we could just call Beyonce and she could just put it in ice.
She don't send us a box. She said, okay. The box.
Can you just put it in ice? Yes. CBS designs are Sandra. That is my mom. Follow CBS 3 Design.
Yes, mother.
Creations by Sandra3@gmail. That's how you contact her. Lisa is laughing.
I totally manage.
So this next one, yay! So this next one is not as funny. Of course, you know I can't stay serious. This was still bizarre, but it's not like funny bizarre.
You're not gonna show that shooting, are you?
No, I don't show things like that.
Okay, good. Because
I have such a sensitive spirit, I couldn't do it.
I'm like, girl, my mind, my spirit.
However, a teacher is asked how to punish an enslaved person. So she was suspended for asking a Black boy, how do you punish a slave? So this is what happened with
what? You know, and just
let's start over because it was on mute.
I just grabbed the laptop and I looked at it and I was just like, what? You know, and just shocked. I couldn't believe what I was reading.
During social studies class Monday, Desaria Irvin's 6th grade son Xavion learned about ancient Mesopotamian law, Hammurabi Code.
I can see how they're learning about this era, but the wording of the question and the statement, it was just wrong.
The activity presented different scenarios, but the one that drew controversy at Patrick Marsh Middle School asked this: a slave has disrespected his master by telling him, "You are not my master. How will you punish this slave?"
It made me think of how they would treat me if I was in person in class. What would they think of me? And would they treat me like I was an outsider, and it made me feel scared and unsafe.
Irvin says she took her frustration to the teacher and the principal. Later that day, Principal Rebecca Zahn explained in an email to all families.
Right.
The purpose of the activity was to help students understand how order was kept in the early civilization, how the laws were developed, and how unjust they were. She continued, "We know that it caused harm to our students and their families. Our intent missed the mark, and for that, we are deeply sorry."
To really give this a name, is this an act of racism?
The family also connected with Michael Johnson, the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. He says he took the issue to the superintendent.
He should have.
It's a lack of cultural competency. It's a lack of training. And there might be some underlying issues that we don't know.
Yes, Mama, they are driving them folks on crack. That's what they driving.
Right. So what are your thoughts on that?
Me, girl, talk to the people because they done made me upset.
Yeah.
I don't want to curse.
You got upset? I mean, I could understand why you that upset. That wasn't even a fair question. I watched it 2 times to make sure it wasn't a joke. But this was real life.
I thought they was gonna like make a song at the end and it was gonna be something silly. You know, I'm like,
that's how I felt. And then I'm like, oh, this happened for real in Wisconsin.
You remember the hide your kids, hide your wife? I thought it was gonna switch over to that type of scenario.
No, she legit asked, how would you punish a slave? And then her explanation was, I just wanted to teach them how, you know, things were done in earlier civilization.
This is the thing. It would have been different if the question was, what, you know, like if it was being taught, what were different methods of, I'm trying to think of the wording, but what were different ways that they would, you know what I'm saying, like act towards them if, you know, a slave were to be like this. Even then, that's still inappropriate. Like there's nothing appropriate about talking about what would happen as far as the effects of slavery as a whole white person.
Right.
In 2021. It's crack that they're on. You know, we say it all the time, Renita, that these people are on serious drugs. Bath salts have come out. There are a lot of different things that I feel like people are ingesting and doing in their lives that they feel like that as an educator, that was okay to do.
Jermaine said, I bet she didn't ask, how would you punish these Capitol building terrorists? Nobody's talking about that. They terrorized the building, was able to go home, and their punishment was their flights were canceled and they had to take the Greyhound home. That's it. They couldn't get back on the plane home. But I ain't heard of no arrest. I've heard of no repercussions at all for these people.
I just feel bad, honestly, for the young man that was just speaking. That is an event that he's going to remember because he knows as a young Black male, some of the struggles that we've had to go through. A lot of our new generation people, they may not know the extent of it. They may not understand it. But at certain moments, like when you log on to your social media and there's another video of a Black man getting shot or a Black woman getting roughed up or something like that, they just pepper spray or do some stuff to a 9-year-old, I think somewhere out in like New York or something.
I don't know.
I don't have all of the facts with that, so please, don't hold me to it. But, we see all of these things. So they're feeling the effects of it. That's something that's going to stick with him for a while. You could see the hurt in his face as he was talking. And that's who I feel bad for.
Yeah, because he was like, well, it kind of make, how his response was, it kind of make me feel how I would be treated. Like, how should I be treated?
Right. Where do I stand?
Right. Chris said, as an educator myself, there was a different way she could have asked the question, but she shouldn't have asked the question in the first place.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A 9-year-old boy got maced by the police, and I'm looking at this now. It looks like it happened.
It was a little girl. It was a little girl.
In Seattle, I think.
Okay. See, I told you, I was like, don't hold me to the place, but I did.
No, girl, I'll just Google it. We'll just Google child pepper spray case. Seattle Police Accountability Office finds no wrongdoing. I don't even want to read the article.
Don't. Just click off of it because you're going to make yourself upset.
Are you serious? What is considered wrongdoing for the police? Did somebody answer me that? What is the limit? I feel like they just get away with absolutely everything.
Yeah, they do. And there's no repercussions to anything that they do to us. And it's,
it's almost like we're not people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's agitating. It is. It is very agitating. And I got let me woosah. Let's do a commercial break.
Right, get that mind together.
Right. That was real serious. So we are back. Cindy says nothing. They're above the law. So exactly. And what you just saw was a commercial. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I want to have a virtual party when I reach 1,000 subscribers. That's what I want to do. Help a sister out. Sharing is caring. Share the video. Then share it some more.
Share it up, sis.
You do share me up, and I thank you very much, sis, for that. I really, really do. Yes, I am so blessed to have met you. I met Miss Metchi through a Facebook friend through a marketing, which is why it's good to just keep marketing. You never know if you're going to find a friend. And I found a friend in her, she started off as my business consultant, and then we ended up being friends. So that's super dope. So today, I'm random.
Well, I want to tell you thank you too. You've been a blessing to my life, and I always, can I share with them something?
Yes.
When Renita and I first met, I actually was in a very crazy space as far as not feeling trustworthy to let people in. And so when we first worked, it was real business. I definitely, I'm gonna look out for her. That's sis at the end of the day. But once I was able to work through some things on my own, I was just like this. I was like, look, I don't want to just continue to do the consulting. We need to be friends, because it's just rare that you bump into really great people like Renita. And girl, I'm so proud of you and everything that you're doing with your brand and how you are developing personally. And I'm so proud of you and proud to be your friend. So thank you so much for everything.
Thank you. Don't make me cry.
Sending you heart.
Yeah, I think that's all. Wait.
Yeah, I'm sending
water, y'all.
Arches. I'm sending McDonald arches.
I feel like I'm gangbanging a little bit.
Yeah, we don't want to get flagged. No more gang.
Right. But yeah, it's been such a blessing meeting you as well. First of all, you taught me consistency, which seems like that is the number one rule when you are a business owner, is to keep going, keep putting yourself out there. And I wasn't even sharing my stuff on my personal Facebook. And you were like, well, how do your family and friends know what you're doing? You're not sharing. You can't feel a way that nobody's supporting you, but they don't know what to support. So I feel
you. Yeah, no, and that's how it is. You put yourself out there, and you've grown your brand has grown. You were already doing great when we met, but your brand has grown even more by implementing some of the things that, you know, we've just talked about, even things you share things with me that I need to do with my business, you know, and I've been able to do that.
And I got more things, but we'll talk on that later.
I see Party Girl checking in, y'all. Check it out.
Yes, let's discuss the silhouette challenge for Carmen and Tiffany won. Okay.
Oh, I didn't see theirs.
Okay, let's do it. I'm sure I can find it somewhere. Let me see. Oh, I found it. Well, here we go.
Ooh.
I didn't see it. I liked Chloe's. Hers was pretty good, but you say she won, so let's go. Oh, they finna take me to Instagram. Wait a minute.
Girl.
Wait, stop. Now I gotta stop sharing. You know, technology just wants me to overwork.
That's okay. Y'all better go view it on y'all. Everybody get your phone right now and view it. It ain't no sound.
Yep.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Okay.
All right, Tiffany. Oh, wow.
Oh, nigga, snap.
Oh, wow. Is this the extended version?
I don't want to watch a minute of them touching themselves like this.
He took her wig off.
I can honestly say I was not prepared for any of that. I was not prepared for that.
Oh, her wig.
What?
Wow, thank you all. Cindy, you're awesome too. Yes, thank you for befriending. My mom says thank you for being my friend.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Look.
Yeah. Kristen said you're both doing amazing things. I mean, you just interviewed 112 yesterday.
Girl, I honestly
112.
I'm still riding high off of that. Like, I love them for real. For like, I have always enjoyed them. I literally can tell you every single lyric, every word, every song, everything. I love it. So last night was one of the best moments that I've had since I started.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I was at all, and y'all was killing it. You and Tia Chanel, which is our co-host, were killing it. Hi, Wendy. How are you doing?
Hey.
Yes.
Huh? I said, my girl.
Yes, Tiffany Haddish, Wendy. Yes, her wig fell out. We're not even finna get into wigs today.
Gosh, I got mine on, but just like
no, I don't. I can't. I was supposed to get my hair braided. I'm gonna keep talking about this.
I keep telling Renita that when I get with her, what I'm gonna have to do is teach her. I wear my pieces all the time. People have seen my natural hair. I keep my natural hair done too, but I wear the pieces. You got to make it look like your own, girl. I would have teased that and got you some bomb edge control, baby. You would have been half the curls in your face. Whoop.
No.
Leave it alone. When we log off, I'm gonna tell her what she need to do.
Now it's looking crazy. They did the best one. I liked Cardi's though. They won. Yeah, they won as a couple. Yeah.
They won.
I love them together too. I think they balance each other out. Yes, they're both amazing. Yes, shout out to you, Miss Metchi. Ooh, I love Slam. I like Slam too.
Yes. The man is intellectual. If you are available.
Why was I song in my head all night?
And I have to ask them, I'm like, how y'all just gonna do an interlude and not give us a whole, like, we needed 5 minutes.
Wendy said, yes, Metchi, it was lit. Yes, congrats, Miss Metchi. Yes, you're doing great. You're doing big things. But we have a hope. She like Mike.
Yes, okay. Mike was they were both dope, like for real.
And they were really down to earth, you know, like they weren't like stuffy. Like they wanted to be a part of conversation that didn't involve like promoting their album. That's what I liked. You actually brought up the album. You know?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I try to stick true to my mission for whatever we're promoting. What the people have going on right now. What I really liked was that they were so transparent about the fact that yes, the group looks different now. You know, they've got different things. They're in a different space. You know, so I really wanted to highlight it because I listened to the album and baby, look, I don't know how 112 ladies. I'm talking to my ladies strictly. Hear me. I don't know how 112 used to make y'all feel, but I can tell y'all that even dating back to 2000, I used to feel a type of way. I'll keep that to myself personally. So when I listened to this album, it gave me those old vibes from the other album. So I was just like this, I'm in heaven.
I gotta definitely check it out. I went back to the one where that had the interlude on it.
Part 3.
Yeah. Because I think that had I see you looking at me. I could tell by the way
or in this over now.
Yeah. What is this number in your pocket?
I remember when you girl.
Oh my those things. Yes.
You remember the song Player? I'm a player.
Yes.
Well, I thought you know, when you started messing around with me, you knew that I wouldn't commit to you. I was like, baby, you gotta
go. But then the lyrics was, but when I get there, I'm coming back to you.
I'm coming back to you. The first he said, I'm gonna be, you the first one I'm gonna call. I'll be like, baby, I'm gonna be married with children by the time you stop being a player. But come on if you want to try. I give you my updated status at that time, you know.
Right. I you know, I don't know why people say songs like that. You think I'm gonna sit and wait on you till you realize you want to be in a relationship?
Child, I'll be out somewhere picking cakes and flowers for my wedding. You got me messed up.
Right, boy, bye. When he said period, girl, you better get that lingerie and listen to that album.
Period. Okay, you better listen to Spend It All. Okay, get your hubby in the mood to spend some cash. That's what that one's gonna do for you.
Then you can write that never mind.
Yeah, write my self-care love story. I'm gonna write it.
You knew I wouldn't commit to you, right? You know, and what's wrong with a person coming out saying that? I feel like that's better than you pretending like you want a relationship and then ghost me.
Right.
And then don't call me back. Like, just tell me. And if I catch feelings, that's on me now.
That's right. Give me a choice in the matter.
Right. Don't make it seem like you want something and you don't, and then you saucy when somebody else want me.
Ooh, a word. A word for the weak and weary.
Y'all having a moment for real? Yes, because that album was dope.
It was. Okay, because you know they had that other, that slow song. We ain't gonna go into it, but you know they had that slow song. I was like, okay.
Yes. At least they told you what it was, right? And keep it real with me, right? Let's just keep it real. You know what irks me?
What is that?
Is everyone's talking about keep it 100, and then when you keep it 100, they like no, just give me 50%. Like no one really wants the truth.
I thought it was 36% me. I ain't know you were give me 100. Like, what more did you expect? You said keep it 100.
Right now you mad at me because I kept it 100. Because my percentage was over what you really expected me to give you. Boy,
I gave you the emoji sign with how I felt.
Right. Facts. Yeah, truth hurts. The truth only hurts when you don't want to accept it.
That's true.
You know, but if you're an open person, if somebody can't tell you nothing, you're going to be in that same spot 10 years from now. If no one can ever tell you something.
Never. Yeah, you can't never take constructive criticism and things of that sort.
Right. No one likes the truth. And then when you give it to them, you the bad guy. Right. Now you're a pessimist.
Yep. That's what they like to box you into. It's just like, hey, don't box me into that. I'm not in that.
Right. Like, girl, that's why I don't never tell you nothing.
You're judgy.
Right. Still don't ask me if you, that's why I said, do you just want me to listen? Or do you want
like, what do you need? Like, am I assisting you today, or I'm just an ear? I'm just a journal right now. You're just writing in your journal.
All right, and I learned this from one of my coworkers. Like in an argument with somebody getting heated with me, I now stop and say, "Are these facts or feelings?" Because I want to know which direction to take.
That is such a butthole way. She's being a booty hole, you guys. She's being a flag. like, wait a minute. Am I gonna insult you, or are we approaching this with sarcasm?
Right. Are we gonna talk about what actually happened, or how you feel or think it happened?
Feelings or facts?
Right. Well, where are we going? Because I want to know. I want to know. You have to learn to accept the truth and correct the circumstance. You are right. Folks can give you give you your truth all the time, but give them theirs, baby, please. You're right. People can tell you what you're doing wrong all day long.
They don't want to hear what you got to say, though. You'd be like, well, I got about 13 different things that I know that you're doing wrong, but I'm not going to go into that. I'm not here to tear you down. I'm here to lift you up.
Right. Lisa wants to know what your zodiac sign is.
I'm a Taurus, May 8th. Woo, woo.
Woo, woo. That's 2 days after my grandma. How we love Taurus.
Yes.
That's why I like.
We got our ways, boo, but you know, we good people.
Yes, y'all definitely are. Y'all definitely are. Mama said hello. That's our mama saying.
Hey.
We knew what you meant.
Right. We got you, girl. We got you, sis. We got you.
Right. So here we have Miss Metchi here on our live. She can help with branding, or she can show you you can ask questions about organizing, or any like how to get your business out there. Just put your questions in the comments and she's open to answer those. And of course, you know, I have a question for you because it wouldn't be me. So we talked about this before when our first conversation actually. And it's about pricing your products.
Okay.
So this says my early insecurities about my products had a profound effect on my confidence in selling. It directly affected my prices and marketing. When I first started doing pop-up shows, I priced lower because I had only been doing leatherworking for a few years. So she felt because she just started, she had to price low.
Mm-hmm.
And I find that pricing has always been a touchy subject for me. So how can a person configure what they want to charge for their products?
I mean, so on this, you know, and mind you, you know, I can only speak from my experience and just what I know. Me personally, my goal with my business, because it's no secret, and I don't mind sharing it with your viewers as well. Like, I still work a 9 to 5. You know, call me greedy. I'm like, I want to, you know, be able to have those multiple streams. But ultimately, I would like to leave my 9 to 5. So how I currently price my business is to make sure that whatever services that I'm offering, that I would be making, if not equal, more than what I would make by going to my 9 to 5. I think that is like a basic, if you are an entrepreneur or someone that's starting out and you're already in the work world. You know, a lot of people be like, quit your job, leave everything. But most of the people that I know that even left the corporate world to pursue their business, they were able to phase themselves out. They had to see, is the business profitable and will it make it? So you're going to have to go through some things when you're first starting out to, you need to be looking at the different trends of what you're pricing. You know, you want to come in competitive, but you never want to like lowball yourself. I can admit that when I first started doing my show and I first started accepting sponsorships, I accepted them for very little. But what I offer to the people that, you know, kind of rock with me now, I'm giving them a platform. We reach over 30,000 people. That's not a lot to, you know, somebody that's reaching over 100,000 people, but we're reaching enough people to make an impact. You know what I'm saying? So I make commercials and all of these different things. So I can't afford to lowball it anymore, because then I'm chipping away at my energy, my time. Those are things that are valuable. So I would say definitely, you know, price it so that you can live. That's, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, it does. It does answer the question. I feel like some people feel like they have to lower their prices as well, because people are always complaining that it's too high. But what I tell people is, when people buying Jordans, they don't go into the Nike store and be like, you know what, this is way too high. I can't get this shoe.
I'm not giving you all.
Right.
I will have 200 today.
Right. So can you take the no? But I feel like with smaller businesses don't get that respect.
Correct.
It's like, well, why are you charging this much? Because it's a lot, especially when you're hand making stuff. That put and you know, and with sponsorships and commercials and stuff, that stuff takes time.
Yeah.
You know, you don't just snap your finger and a commercial is there, or snap your finger and a craft is done. You know, it takes up time. And just like you're getting paid by the hour at work or salary, whatever, you're getting paid for that time that you're putting in. So why not use that same system on your business?
Yeah, I mean, because most of us, if we have worked and we you know have bridged into entrepreneurship and everything, I mean, you know, you see that the businesses that you've worked for, that they don't undercut themselves. So you know, you got to have the mindset to put yourself in like the same category as someone that's actually made it to the level that you're trying to get to. You got to have that mindset. You know what I'm saying? So if you wouldn't be accepting pennies on a dollar for something, if you made it, you got to treat yourself like you made it already. That's the only way. You know, you got to believe in yourself, because you got to be, not only get people to believe in your business, but you got to be able to back it up too.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah, most definitely. Exactly to you, what you're both saying. Hey, New. Hey, New. How you doing? Hey, San. Hey, New. Exactly. Mindset is everything. It is everything. So, and I feel like people just, they get discouraged because, you know, they feel like their prices are too high because everyone is saying that their prices are too high, but there is a market for everyone. And at the end of the day, people buy what they want to buy. Just say you don't want to buy it.
You can't afford it, because that's the main thing. When people reach out to you for pricing, they may not be able to afford it. But you know, my whole thing is that be honest about what you have going on, right? So if you're just like this, well, look, I may not have, let's say I have a package that's $250. Well, I may not have that, but I do genuinely have 200. Is there a way, can we work around, or is there some reconfiguring that we could do with the package where I could still meet that, you know, that pricing?
Right.
But not get that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like I try to pride myself on being flexible. You know what I'm saying? When I'm working with people, I'm like, okay, what do you need? Maybe you don't need everything that's listed in this package. So maybe I can work with you and do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, if you genuinely can't afford it, keep them in mind for next time.
Right. Exactly. But don't dumb yourself down, and don't let that affect your confidence. You know the time and the effort that you're putting into your business. You know what I'm saying? Lisa, wait, Mom says stand on your product and your service. Lisa says, I used to make outfits for strippers and everyone always wanted deals and it frustrated me. Especially for strippers, like they get like what, 1,000, 2, 3, I don't know, bands a night.
A strip club, honey, because if you
But I'm saying, why are you lowballing? You get cash money every night.
Well, okay, so so Lisa, let me ask you this. If you have, so when you were doing that, if you had some ladies that they were always buying from you, you know what I'm saying? Like, would it have been, would you have become less frustrated if you had like some type of loyalty program with you or something like that? Because I do believe that people that shop with you long term, or they all the time, not that they absolutely have to get deals, but is there some flexibility to provide them with a little bit of inside scoop because they shop with you all the time? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of half and half on that. But I don't feel like you should lower your prices so much. But you know what I'm saying? Somebody like that, it's like, okay, well, you always asking, but if you always buying, I might be able to work with you.
Right. So for your loyal customers, maybe price it down a little bit. But for newer customers, no.
No, you can't come in the door asking for deals. So if that's what they was doing to you, Lisa, no, you did not deserve that. But I want to know some perspective. Like, is it with her long-term ladies that were shopping with her, or was it the people just coming up trying to buy like off the rip? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And when you're doing stripper clothes, isn't a lot of lace and diamonds and stuff involved? Like, that's very intricate
and expensive.
It has to be sheer. Yeah. So it's not like real fabric. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so
that fabric is more expensive than your like your cotton and things of that sort. So yeah, I get it. Yeah. And you know what? It does make you annoyed when the first thing people be like, you got a discount code. It'd be like, if you was following me, you would know. Follow the page. Follow the page, follow it.
Yeah, but once again, you wouldn't go into Coach and say that. It was the guys mostly, but they all knew each other, and I didn't want to give deals. And then they find out I gave a deal to this one, but not this one.
You got to keep it straight. You know what? And it's a culture with that too. So I feel you, Lisa. I feel you.
Yeah. So because one person going to talk. That's why when you do deals with people, just say, yeah, don't tell anybody. Or don't put a price on it. I price, because some people price per person. They don't have set price. It depends on who they are.
Yeah.
But that gets fuzzy, and then stuff like that happen. You know what I'm saying?
And I see it. You got to provide that consistency. So right. I feel her on that.
Yeah. So people don't understand that, right? New said, I don't particularly lower my prices for loyal customers, but I add extra items to their orders. There's an exchange, right. Hey, so there's still some sort of loyalty. Huh?
What is Hey Marie? Hey Marie, what you got going on?
We got a commercial. I got a commercial.
And I'm getting some other stuff. What else am I getting?
Okay, well, you're gonna get custom glasses. You see this glass that I am drinking out of tonight? She made this, and we're about to hit our commercial now. So here we go.
Hey, Marie, I need this Metchi pimp cup.
A Metchi pimp cup.
Yeah, I'm not a pimp for real, but you know what I mean.
You could be, no judgment.
Them big we talked about that.
Right. Here we go. This was made from Treasure Glitz. And it's super cute. As you see, it has my name on it and glitter. This is so my personality. But the other one that she made for me, it has like the polka dots and the fur. That is so me. So, where can you find this? You may ask. Well, she's actually on Facebook, so I wanted to show you guys where she was at right quick. It's on Facebook, and it's under Treasure Glitz with a Z Simpson. So here is some of her other stuff. Let me see if we see photos. And I'm just so in love with all of her creations. Like, she's super creative. If you want to order a glass. Oh, I love that. I just love the So if you want to order a glass, hit her up at Treasure Glitz Simpson. You can look that up on Facebook. What I'll also do is put the link in the comments here. So yeah, shout out to New. Yay. So I'm going to sit that right there in the comments if you're interested, because it's probably easier to do that. Oh, I should get one for the podcast. Yeah, so this is just some of the stuff that she. Oh, that's my glass. So this is some of the stuff that she does. So kudos to Treasure Glitz. Yes. So I wanted to give her a shout out because I simply love the glasses. I simply love it. This was made from. Wait. You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Hey, since I already just sent her a request because I want a Miss Metchi glass for real.
Yes. So I put patronize Treasure Glitz. I put the Facebook link into the comments. Check her out. Yes, I love it. She made one for the podcast. I'm just waiting for it to get here. So I
need one. I need one specifically for everything for every show. Yeah.
Yes. Your time is valuable. It is. You charge for your time, material. Yeah, stuff comes into the pricing. That's what the big businesses do. And their material is not even quality. You go to Old Navy and you spend $20 on a sweater that took 50 cents to make.
Right. They're like, thank you so much.
Right. Lisa, you need a show. She does. And I will watch your show too. Oh, that's why you send them to your website. You talking about the glasses? Yeah, send them to. Oh, I see what you're saying, Wendy. I'm slow. Right. When people are like, well, what are your prices? Yeah, go to .com.
Right. Shop with Miss Wendy, BeAPoutyGirl.com. Period. You can use.
Oh, she's Pouty Girl.
This is Miss Pouty Girl herself. This is my sis, and yes, y'all make sure y'all do it.
Yes, drop your link. Why can't I get it out? Drop your link into the comments. Yeah, so everyone can patronize you. And you're wearing Pouty Girl right now, right?
I actually am not. This is Noir Girl. This is, but you know what? Actually, I'm wearing both. So I mix them a lot of times. The color is Noir Girl, but as far as like the gloss and the sheen, that is Pouty Girl. I usually will use both of them together because I like a high shine look.
Oh, okay. Well, I like that. I haven't gotten it yet. And I know you said I should have got it Tuesday or Wednesday. So no, I haven't received it yet.
It's in the snow.
I know. Yeah, it is snowing and stuff. So yeah, I haven't gotten it yet, but I can't wait because it's gonna be all over the show. BeAPoutyGirl.com, everyone. That's where you go to support Pouty Girl. And I think I need to do something with the lips. I got the pink lips, so I never think that I need a little gloss, but maybe I need to add a little color.
And then you better use my promo code Metchi Pouty 2 to get your 15% off. Now, y'all say y'all want a discount.
Oh, we got a promo code, y'all. Let me put it in the
Metchi Pouty 2. Go ahead and head over to BeAPoutyGirl.com. They got the body products, the lip products, all of that.
What is the code?
Metchi, METCHI, Pouty, POUTY 2.
Okay, that's the promo code.
Yep.
So you got a website and a promo code. Wish I had that horn. You heard it here first.
Exclusive.
All right, yeah, the weather. I can't wait. When I get it, you would definitely get an email from me. I'm using the code. Okay, Mom, using the code. Yes, that's what it's about. Iron sharpens iron. Yes. I mean, I've had a great time tonight. Anybody else have any more questions for Miss Metchi? I could do a million commercials all night.
You know what? They don't. Oh, Mama's so sweet. I love her. I'm looking at the comments. See the comments. Yes, Mama.
Oh, Ma.
I love all mothers. But you know what? Well, I know that they don't have any questions for me, but it is my heart to say this to them. If you are sitting on something, you're sitting on your greatness or an idea or something that you want to flourish, please go for it. And when you do, build your foundation, get the right resources, and get you a strong group of friends that'll support you. We're not talking about just your regular family and friends. We're talking about people that can understand your experience as a possible entrepreneur, whatever it is that you're trying to go for. You want to write a book, whatever it is, go for it and just persist until you finish it. Keep going. That's all I gotta say.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
Get it. Okay.
In the words of, was it Uncle Luke who said that?
That was Uncle Luke.
That was Uncle Luke. And I'm gonna play one more commercial before we sign off. It's my stuff. Do you find yourself overwhelmed with small business tasks? Well, Be Your Own Kind Freelancing is here to take the weight off. We specialize in assisting businesses with various administrative duties, HR consulting, online marketing, and editing services for podcasters and YouTubers. If you have a need we haven't mentioned, contact us to see if we can help. For more information, email us at info@beyourOwnKind.com. Leave the tedious tasks with us and take your time back. Yes, hit me up if you need anything administrative, video editing, all types. I do it all. Just reach out to me and see if I can do it. Most likely, if I can, I'll figure it out.
Y'all better believe the Blueprint Media Company definitely works with Miss Renita.
Miss Metchi, where do you do your shows? That is a great question.
Yes, I actually do it from my home studio out in the South suburban area. So yeah, I'm just outside of Chicago.
Right, so you have the Blueprint Media Live every Thursday from 6:30 to 8:30 Central Time.
Yes, it is.
Facebook and YouTube.
Yes, it's my. I love it. I love it so much. And thanks to Be Your Own Kind and their freelancer service, it's going to be on all of the platforms. So I'm excited about that. And
I'm excited too.
yes, it's just a really exciting thing. So I do that, and then I have Miss Metchi one-on-one. That comes on every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And yeah, the Corporate Chronicles will be back. You know, I mean, your girl was busy. She had to take a little break. So it'll be back.
I like the Corporate Chronicles because it was giving like hints to live in the corporate world, especially as a Black woman, because it's a different experience, right, than it is, you know, for any other race or any other gender. You know, a Black male experience is different from a Black woman experience in the workplace, you know? So, yeah, so I love that. I can't wait for your next season. Yes, blessings to you, New. Thank you for being on the show. Lisa has another question. Miss Metchi, any advice on starting a business with a grandmother and a great grandmother in legal trouble taking up all your time?
Lisa, what I would say, if you are in the position financially where you can outsource some of the things that you need to do to get started, I think that would be probably a good step for you. So if you have a business or some type of thing in mind that you're looking to do, the first thing is to really plan it out. You don't have a lot of time. So whatever time that you do have, you want to make sure that you're using it efficiently to really build your business and, you know, kind of you want your business to have a strong foundation. So it's going to take a little bit of time before you like officially launch and put things out there to develop what you're trying to do. So, you know, I would say during this time while you are helping them and it's taking up a lot of your time, you may want to plot out and get some timelines together because you have to work with what you're doing right now. So if your schedule is busy right now, you have to start coordinating your business of what you're looking to do within the time frames that you have, right? So I would say that would be the first thing. And, you know, I mean, between myself, you know, Renita, you know, there's plenty of other people that, you know, we can help you kind of craft what is a good schedule or something that you could do so that you could reach your goals while still being of assistance to others. You can't forget about you because you can't help nobody else if you haven't helped yourself.
Exactly. It's an empty glass. There's nothing there to pour into someone else.
Yeah, you giving them a little drip drop. You gotta come with the full cup for yourself first.
Exactly. Great advice. And thank you, Wendy. Thank you for being a part of our show today.
I love her.
Well, you guys, this has been a great show. Thank you, Aunt Cindy. Yes, this has been an awesome show. Miss Metchi, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being in my life.
Yes.
Thank you for being a guest on my show today. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, because the strip club's open and I want to be ready. Girl, you better make them lace and diamond outfits.
Let me tell you something. Strip clubs ain't closed in Atlanta. Strip clubs ain't closed in certain areas. Reach outside of I don't know where you from, Lisa, but reach outside of your inner community.
Yeah, Dallas, Texas.
Girl, go where the money resides. And right now, if your opportunity stems from the strip clubs, go to where it's open.
There you go. Online, that's where it's at right now.
Yeah.
You know?
I would love to see, you know, honestly, before we go, I would love to, like, she needs some hashtags and some different things. Renita, we're gonna have to hook up.
Okay. Lisa, reach out. info@beyourownkind.com. I'm gonna put that in the comments.
Yes.
Yes, at beyourownkind.com. Reach out to us and we can definitely help you with that. That's what we do. All right, everyone. Thank you for spending a Friday with us. Once again, this was a legendary show. We had a legendary guest, Miss Metchi from the BluePrintLive. Check her out every Thursday on Facebook and YouTube, 6:30 p.m. To 8:30 p.m. Central Time with her co-host, Tia Chanel. It is lit. I love the show. She also features local artists, you know, so some local artists she has featured have actually blown up. So, you know, it's all about exposure and it's all about, you know, exposure. Yes.
This year.
What'd you say?
Let's expand our reach this year.
Yes, Lord, enlarge our territory right now. Don't let this turn to a service. In the name of Jesus, yes. All right, all. And don't forget to be kind to each other and especially be kind to yourself and be your own kind. Have a great night and see you next Friday. Bye.
All that.
Bye. Bye.